Hello and welcome back to another video. You join me down at Hengistbury Head fishing from the shore today. Now this is an area that I've fished quite a lot. In fact, it's probably my favourite spot, local spot to me that is. Reason being is this is actually the area that I caught my PB bass. I've caught loads of flatfish here, I've caught bream here, all however from the boat. I've never actually fished this section where there's a small reef and kind of some broken area, patchy area in front from the shore. I've only ever done it from the boat. And I do love fishing it. So it's been on my hit list to fish from the shore for a little while now and see what I can find. I have fished a little bit further down that way, closer towards, obviously I fished Southbourne as you would have seen on the videos, but some of those marks and that kind of area around there I've fished, but never this side from the shore. So yeah, excited to see what I can find. I did want to go out on the boat today, however this weekend yet again has been scrapped by some high winds, some onshore breeze which is causing a little bit of a swell, a little bit of some uncomfortable conditions. Forecast is to calm down as the evening kind of progresses. At the moment it doesn't look like it's gonna, but fingers crossed it does. Although to be fair, there's some nice chop at the moment, there's some nice swell, which it does feel fishy, I'm not gonna lie. I know that's all, people always say that and it's hard to define what that means, but it does feel fishy. I'm gonna fish, I've actually been here for an hour now with my lines in the water. Nothing to report yet. But we're just coming up to the bottom of the tide. I'm going to fish the floods back up for 2 or 3 hours into darkness. Tactics, approach and rig wise, I've got a pulley pennel rig with squid and some hardback crab. And on my scratching rods, I've got a wishbone rig with some a single sand eel on one hook and some lugworm on the other. It's been a nice simple kind of stripped back video this, probably. Bit of back to basics, no fancy edits, no drone shots. The budget is low on this one. We're just going to fish, enjoy it, and I'll bring you along for the ride. So I've been interested most of the summer about how this area is going to fish, and much of Christchurch Bay, because as probably a lot of you know and you would have seen in some of the videos, the Hengistbury Head groin is being rebuilt. It's been increased by quite some amount, hence why there's that massive pile of boulders, and it's created a lot of disturbance, a lot of noise. Some days it's like echoes across the bay when they're like dumping boulders and stuff. It's pretty insane. And I was interested to see how that would affect the fishing, whether the noise and disturbance would kind of spook a lot of fish and the ledge in this area would not fish well, or would it actually churn up lots of sediment and all sorts of, you know, nutrients or whatever, or maybe cause fish to to flock here would it fish better, especially with some of the big, you know, the big container ships and the big barges they've had coming up, which would have been, you know, this area isn't used to seeing those kind of ships come inshore that close. And it's safe to say I don't think it's harmed the fishing. The ledge has fished pretty well on and off, as good as it ever does. It never fishes consistently, it's never a guarantee. I mean, what place isn't fishing? But the ledge I've found has never been a consistent place to fish, but it's done all right. It's done okay, in my opinion. So far, tonight hopefully isn't a tale of what this area fishes like now, because I'm now, what, two hours in? No bites yet. But the flood is just about to start, and darkness is starting to creep in. So fingers crossed that brings the fish in too. Well, as that tide turns, my left-hand rod, the scratching rod, is starting to get some tapping bites on it, which is encouraging. Hopefully the fish are starting to come onto the feed. So I'll keep an eye on that one. I'll give it a few minutes and reel it in. There might be something tiny on the end of it, I'm not too sure. But yeah, good sign. And there we have it. I suspected those little tapping bites were potentially bream, and it was. So we're off the mark. A gorgeous little black bream. Would have liked to have been a gilthead. I've not caught a gilthead this year, but there we go. We're off the mark with the fish. All right, well, he went back nice and safe and sound. Went back well. He was quite. I've only got Aberdeen hooks on that rig, and they're quite big hooks, so he was only very lightly hooked in the lip. In fact, he actually came off as I was reeling him through the waves. I managed to get him. Anyway, hopefully that's a good sign that the fish are on the feed. That is the first fish in 2.5 hours fishing. It's always nice to try and catch in the first hour. It kind of settles the nerves and makes you think, right, I've avoided the blank, but I've avoided the blank this time. Let's see if we can't find some more fish, some bigger fish as well. Love a smoothie today, or a ray. Bit like Chesil actually, smoothies or rays, but we'll see. Back to bass. Actually, you know what? I just want to fish. I just want fish. Well, I guess the Hengistbury Head groin building works, definitely has some security. There have been two very nice security gentlemen walking along the beach that stopped to say hello to me on my way to their shift. Well, that's all my worm baits fished out. I only brought one wrap of lugworm just out of the freezer that I had spare knocking around, which is what the bream fell to. So I've fished that out now. All I've got left is sand eel, squids, and a few hardback crab left. So we're going to fish those out. Hopefully they will draw in, especially now darkness has arrived, those smoothies and rays and anything else that we can maybe... The sand eel did really good for me actually at Chesil. I was getting quite a range of species on that, but we'll see. We shall see what Hengistbury has to offer. Right, I think darkness is set enough to warrant some tip lights. Get some nice green ones on. Right, well, we just had another hooping bite and I missed it. I think it was a bream bite, my guess would be. Although both baits, both my lugworm has been ravaged and that sand eel has been absolutely devoured. But I'm out of worm baits now, so it's gonna have to be double sand eel and we'll see if that can do the business. Check that out. A deserted beach, peace and quiet. One of the main reasons I love fishing. Nice temperatures, comfortable temperatures, nice. I mean, it's middle of August now. Deserted beach, just me on here and my little setup, peace and quiet, the sound of the waves, and some fish. One fish so far. It's better than fishing in the depths of winter. That feels a long way away, but I know it will also be back very quickly. So even though the fishing isn't insane right now, just want to appreciate the nice conditions that we've got. Right, well guys, I don't know if you can see a shaking barrel next to me, but that was a bit of a flash of excitement. So I had my left hand scratching rod on quite a, not that light a drag, because I've been getting little breams and stuff on it, and I nearly lost the rod. So my little scratching session, oh wow, the hook's come out. That's bagged me. Oh, a beautiful bass. Come on buddy, don't worry, he's gonna go back. I've got a freezer full of bass. He is full of life. Look at him. I'm gonna get a measure on him, but that has just been taken on a single sand eel. The sand eel was in for about, I'm not kidding, 2-3 minutes. So I just rebaited and it's produced me that. I'm gonna get a measure on him. Like I say, he will go back, but he is 53 centimeters. So he is my PB shore caught bass. I know it's not big, and my boat one's obviously bigger, but I'm chuffed with that. Just gonna put him back in that barrel of water. That completely took me by surprise. I was not ready for it at all. But I just got a measure on him, as I say, 53 centimeters. Absolutely chuffed. Right, let's go get him released. Alright, let's get this bad boy gone. I'll wait for a wave to get him. Off he goes. Oh, that is special. Yep, he's gone. You can't beat seeing him go back sometimes. Oh, get him. Right, well, my life's back in order after that, and rod's back in the water too. Well, I am so made up with that. A 53 centimeter bass. Now, I appreciate that is not anything special, but I don't target bass from the shore at all. In fact, I don't think I've ever really targeted bass from the shore. So that is my biggest bass from the beach. Of course, as you would have seen in videos, I've had plenty bigger than that off the boat, tons of bass, but that's my PB shore one. So I'm absolutely made up with that. It was off a single sand eel on a wishbone rig. I did not expect it at all, and it proper bent the rod over. It gave a great scrap. I wish I could have got it on camera, but I didn't bring any of my chest strap or any of the gear tonight because I wanted to travel light and just have a bit of a fun, light-hearted session. But yeah, I am so happy with that. Definitely made the trip worthwhile. Right, well, the fishing's definitely come alive now. I'm getting bites every cast. I've got both rods in, both, obviously one with the wishbone and the sand eel, another one with the pulley pennel, which has still got squids with some hardback crab on. And as soon as both are in the water, I can see them both getting nibbles. Might be bream that's still attacking it, I don't know, but there's life, there's fish. Probably going to fish it I was going to leave in about half an hour, but the fishing's picked up. And it's, I can't leave now, so I'm probably going to give it another hour or so, at least. See what we get. Damn, we just had something else to the sand eel, but it came off as I was reeling in. Damn. Well, my squids and crab bait was getting absolutely mullered. It's getting all sorts of bites then, which I think potentially might have been schoolie bass. I did think I nearly hooked onto one, but obviously missed it. Right, well, I wondered if it was these that have been pestering my baits most of the evening, and I've been struggling to catch them. I thought it might have been schoolie bass, but after catching this guy, he's actually managed to de-hook himself as well. I think these have been pestering me, well not pestering actually, I'm really pleased to catch them, all evening as well. And this one is not a bad size one. But we have, come here you, another bream. In fact, ooh, Jesus Christ, thought it was a gilthead for a moment, but he's not. I would have been buzzing if it was a gilthead because I've not caught one of them this year. But even still, and yeah, he is a good size one. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. I love this venue. Honestly, I've caught now my PB. I'll put him back in the water clip. There he is. I've caught my PB bass on the boat here. I've caught my PB shore bass. I've caught my PB fish ever, which was a 16-pound ungulate ray, which was anchored literally just over there on a night session on the boat. So yeah, this spot is very kind to me. I definitely need to fish it more. He's away. Nice. Right, well, it is gone 11 and I told the missus I'll be back by midnight, so I need to start packing up and head home. I hope you had just as much fun watching as I have fishing. I really didn't expect it to be, you know, I didn't know what to expect. I just came down here to put some rods in the water and have some fun, and ended up having a cracking night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.